Hello and welcome. This is the second part of my playthrough of Budapest 1945 game Konrad 2 Operation Scenario. And in the part 1 I went through the turns 1, 2 and 3, and so far Germans aren't doing very fine. Well, they suffered some losses and their progress is not very big. Their biggest success is probably the fact that they are pretty close to make all these Soviet units are in supply. I mean, they are already on the out of supply level of 1, but this is not a big problem. The problem will be when Germans will close them completely and their out of supply level will increase. We'll see if they will make it. Here Germans are, well, I think they have a chance to capture this city of Székesfehérvár and open the way on Budapest from this direction. And here, where the some of the strongest German forces are attacking, the German progress is very small, and I don't think they will be able to reach the Budapest, despite the fact that they are attacking to the shortest road to the city. So, that's all for now. Let's see if we can make it. We are starting with turn 4 now. So, let's zoom a bit so you can see everything fine. And now, I need to attack here because capturing this city is important for me. They are not moving. They will regain their status. Headquarter goes here, and now I will attack more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Artillery is here. I will move this headquarter here. It will be protected by these Stuks. These tanks are fortifying themselves. Same goes to this cavalry. So they will protect this flank. And now let's go here. So I will continue my attempts to drive Soviets out of this city. This artillery goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I get a Hungarian infantry division coming. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It will take a while before they will reach the battlefield. And here, well, not much I can do save to continuing my attacks. I think I might try to drive Soviets from here. Let's see if I can make it. I will move my headquarters here. And now this group. I think they will continue. I need to stay. They need to stay here to protect my back. So let's fortify them. While this headquarters will provide support for these units fighting here. And I believe that's all when it comes to the German movement. Let me check. Looks like so. So, German attacks. 2, 3, 9, 14 and 19 versus 4. It is 5 to 1. 5 to 1 and 6 to 1 because of the division. 5 to 1 because of the headquarter. 4 to 1 because of the fortification. 3 to 1 because of the fortification in the city. 2 to 1, 1 to 1 because of the city. so it is 1 to 1, and it is 8. It's -1, -1. So both sides suffer one loss, and because of that, Soviet division is eliminated, and this headquarter is remains here only. Okay, this is not bad. It would be eliminated if Germans would enter this hex, but the result was only -1, so they cannot make a pursuit. Next here, 4, 8, 13, 18, 21, 25, 25 versus 7, so it's 3 to 1, and 4 to 1 because of the division. 4 to 1, and now 3 to 1 because of the headquarter, 2 to 1 because of the fortification, 1 to 1 because of the White Star. So it is 1 to 1 and 7, -1, -1. Each side suffers one step loss. Next, here, 2, 5, 8 versus 5, so it is 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the headquarter, 2 to 1, let me check, woods, yes, 2 to 1 because of the woods, so it is 2 to 1, and 9, -1, B1, so Soviets retreat one hex, and the Germans have to suffer one loss, and they can pursue. Now here, 5, 7, 13, 16 versus 3, so it is 5 to 1, 6 to 1 because of the yellow star, and 7 to 1 because of the division, 6 to 1 because of the fortification. So it is 6 to 1, and 11, oh my, -1, B2. Soviet division retreats 2 hexes and has to undergo a morale check. It made it. Germans suffer one loss. So I will pursue like that. Okay, who's next? Here. 3, 6, and 9 versus 4 is 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the headquarter, 4 to 1 because of the division, 3 to 1 because of the fortification, 2 to 1 because of the woods. So it is 2 to 1, and it is 11 again. My god. -1, -1, each side suffers one loss. All these combats became incredibly bloody for Germans. Now here, 5, 8, 11, 15, 17, 23, 27, 30, 32, and 37. So I have 37 versus 10, so it's 4 to 1, 5 to 1 because of the headquarter, 6 to 1 because of the division, 5 to 1 because of the fortification, 4 to 1 because of the fortification in the city, 3 to 1, 2 to 1 because of the city, and 1 to 1 because of the river. So the final odds are 1 to 1. And finally, 3. It is dot and B2. So Soviets have to retreat 2 hexes, and they cannot, because all the possible hexes of the retreat are in the enemy zones of control, so they have to suffer 2 losses. Okay, that's good, but Germans have to undergo morale checks. So first them, they are fine, and they are fine. Good. Now here, 6 plus 4, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 versus 4 is 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the headquarter, 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the headquarter, 4 to 1 because of the White Star, 3 to 1 because of the fortification, 3 to 1 and 6 is B2 and the dot. So they retreat 2 hexes, they have to suffer to make a morale check, and Germans have to undergo a morale check as well. They are fine, so they can pursue. 1, 2, and 1. And now this stack, 1, 7, 13, and 18. 18 versus 10 is 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the White Star, 4 to 1 because of the Black Star, 5 to 1 because of the division, and 6 to 1 because of the headquarters. So it's 6 to 1. Oh, bad rolls are back. We have 11 in the 6 to 1. -1 and B2. So attacker have to suffer 1 loss, and defender has to retreat 2 hexes. So 1, 2, and a morale check, 9. These are Soviets. Yeah, they are fine. So I can pursue it here, and now 6 versus 6 is 1 to 1. 2 to 1 because of the commander, 1 to 1 because of the fortification, and 5 B1 and the dot. So they retreat 1 hex. Germans have to undergo morale check. They are fine, and they can launch their pursuit. So that's all for the German attacks. Yes. Now let's go check for the German supply. I think everything is alright when it comes to the German supply. So this concludes German actions in the turn 4. Now Soviets. 1, 2, 3, 4. This headquarter has to evacuate, I believe, but can I evacuate it? I mean, 1, 2, 3, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's how they can evacuate. These units cannot evacuate itself, they are surrounded. Now here. I think I will try to attack here to drive these Germans off this place. We'll see if I can make it. One, 2, 3. This division will stay here. And I think that's all when it comes to this area. And now Budapest. Germans made some progress. So do I want to counterattack? It feels kind of tempting to strike a counterattack on these Germans. But from the other hand, so far the defending seems to be a better idea. So I will simply retreat into these woods, and that's all. So let's go and check for the Soviet attacks. First here I have 1, because they are all out of supply. I have 1, 3, 5, and 10. So it is 5 versus 10 is 2 to 1. And That's all. So it's 2-1. And I got 5. That's good. It's 5 in the 2-1. It is b2 and the dot. So Germans have to retreat, and they cannot retreat anywhere. Well, they can retreat to their own unit, which is in the enemy zone of control. This means that they can, but they have to suffer 1 loss. And since they cannot suffer more losses, then this unit is eliminated, and this one can retreat. And it has to undergo a morale check. 6, it made it. Okay. So I think this was the first loss for Germans in this battle. I mean, first unit which was eliminated in this battle. That's good. Now, here, 5, 10, 14, and 19 versus 1, 3, and 6. 19 versus 6 is 3-1. 4-1 because of the German headquarter. 3-1 because of the white star, 2-1 because of the black star, and let me check if black star counts in defense. I am not sure about it. Yes, yellow stars are not working in the defense, so it is 1-1. Oh, Soviets weren't lucky. It's 11. A1 -1. So they have to retreat 1 hex, and they have to suffer 1 loss. Okay, and now Soviet artillery near Budapest. A miss. Now for 14, a miss. And this artillery supported this battle, so it cannot be used. And now Soviet supply. Here we have a level of 2. And this unit has now a level of 3. But first, before it reaches level of 3, I have to make a roll, and if I get a result which is lower than 2, this unit is eliminated. I got it! Wow, amazing! I mean, this is not very amazing for Soviets, but yes, because of that, this division is out of board. And starting with next turn, we will roll for all these Soviet units here. Also, this unit is also out of supply, and I believe that's all when it comes to the Soviets. Yes, this concludes turn 4. So, this is turn 5 and we have about a half game to go. Let's see if Germans will be able to make some real progress. First of all, I want to make this stack from here. And do I want to make the entire stack? I believe yes. 1. I mean, I have a motorized units here, so they spent 2 movement points for moving through the clear terrain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. As for them, as for tracked units, it goes differently, but the number of hexes is the same. So these tanks will go here. This motorized regiment, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they will try to attack in this direction. And now here, these Hungarians will take this zone, so I can remove this fortification. So these tanks can move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And next, I have a German cavalry division coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here, they are going to push further here, same goes to them. They will still stay there, they are not strong enough to perform any attacks. And now this area. Well, this will be harder because Soviets are now in the hills with the woods, so they will have shitloads of modifiers for the defense. So I think the best idea would be to attack here, through the clear terrain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But well, no, this tank company itself isn't strong enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I will try to do something. Motorized infantry will attack here. This division will go 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And these guys will stay here to protect the flank. My headquarter moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it will be allowed to support all these attacks. And I believe that's all when it comes to the German movement. Now, German attacks. Here, 2, 3, 7, 9, 19, 19 plus 7, and 19 plus 7 is 26. So we have 26 versus 6. It is 4 to 1, 5 to 1 because of the division, 4 to 1 because of the fortification, and 3 to 1 because of the White Star. So it is 3 to 1, and we got 9. Oh, no good. Well, no bad. This is B2, so they suffer 2 losses, and because of that this unit suffers 1 loss, anti-tank unit suffers 1 loss, it is eliminated. Next, here, I have 4 and 7. Oh, I forgot to move this anti-tank, this Stuk. Nah, my mistake, okay. So I have 7 versus 5, it is 1 to 1. 2 to 1 because of the headquarter, 1 to 1 because of the woods, 1 to 2 because of the headquarter. So it is 1 to 2 and 10. Oh shit. A2 minus 1 minus 1. So attacker retreat to hexes and suffers 1 loss and has to undergo morale check, and defender suffers 1 loss. Alright. Now here, 9 versus 3, it is 3 to 1, 4 to 1 because of the star, 5 to 1 because of the other star, so it's 5 to 1, and 6. 5 to 1 and 6, this is B2, 1, 2, and this organization check, they are fine. Next, here, we have 6 versus 3, 9, 13. So it's 1 to 2, 1 to 1 because of the headquarter, and 1 to 2 because of the fortification. So it is 1 to 2, not an easy thing to do, and 7, A1, attacker retreats 1 hex. Hungarians are next to go. I have 8, 8 plus 8, this is 6. I mean, no, I'm not going. I will use this artillery here. So I have 8 versus 2, it is 4 to 1, 5 to 1 because of the division, 6 to 1 because of the headquarter, 5 to 1 because of the fortification, 4 to 1 because of the woods. So it is 4 to 1 and, oh, 9. Dot and B2. So they have retreat 2 hexes, and they can retreat here and there. And they have to undergo morale check. They made it. Now morale check for Hungarians. They made it, and they can move. I think I will move them like that. So that's all. Next, 3, 7, 9, 15, 19, 22, 24, and 24 plus 5, 29, and 29 plus 8, 37. So I have 37 and 6. This is 6 to 1, 7 to 1 because of the division, 8 to 1 because of the hit quarter, 7 to 1 because of the fortification, 6 to 1 because of the fortification in the city, 5, 4 to 1 because of the city, and 3 to 1 because of the river. So it's 3 to 1, and my god, 11. -1, -1. So each side suffers 1 loss. These Soviets are defending like crazy, but both units are weakened, so this cavalry is eliminated. Okay. Now here. I have 4 versus 5. It's 1 to 1. 2 to 1 because of the commander, 1 to 1 because of the fortification, 1 to 2 because of the fortification in the town, 1 to 3 because of the town, and 1 to 4 because of the hit quarter. Okay, this is 8. A2 -2 -1. So attacker retreats 2 hexes, 1, 2, and has to suffer 2 losses. So both of these units are eliminated, and defender suffers 1 loss. Okay, that was a disaster. Now here, 6 versus 8. This is 1 to 1, 2 to 1 because of the hit quarter, and 1 to 1 because of the woods, 1 to 2, 1 to 3 because of the hills, and 1 to 4 because of the commander. And 7, A2 -1. 1, 2, 1, 2, and they are destroyed. Okay, looks like my operation is about to fail, at last at this direction. Now here, 1, 5, 11, 16 versus 4, and this artillery 7. So it is 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the white star, 4 to 1 because of the division, 5 to 1 because of the black star, and 6 to 1 because of the hit quarter, and 5 to 1 because of the Soviet hit quarter, 4 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the hills. So it is 3 to 1. Oh, it's 9. 3 to 1 and 9, B2. So they have to retreat 2 hexes, 1, 2, and they have to undergo a morale check, and they are disorganized. Okay, I will move like that. It's funny that I am really close to Budapest now, as you can see. Only this Soviet division is on my way, but because of the massive losses here, I cannot protect my flanks, and probably Soviets in the next turn will attack and destroy some of these units. My. This might turn into second Stalingrad or some in miniature, something like that. Okay, so that's all when it comes to the German attacks. I don't think I have any German units that are out of supply. Yeah, none of them is out of supply. And well, since these 2 units at Budapest made nothing during this turn, I can remove these organization markers from them. Okay, that's all for the Germans, and time for Soviets to go. Okay, Soviets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here they will fortify themselves. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will try to block this road for the Germans coming from this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should do the trick. Now this division, it is definitely too weak to counterattack here. But as long as it is here, then Germans might have a problem. But I think I will take it. 1, 2, 3, 4 to slow German progress in this area. Here we have a complicated situation because we are out of supply for the entire area, and I think I will try some counterattack here. I have to counterattack and drive Germans away, otherwise I will stay without supply and my units will be eventually destroyed. Okay, so that's my plan here. And finally, Budapest. So these tanks are going on. 1, 2, this headquarter is destroyed and they are going to attack this German unit. Now these tanks are going to launch their attack here, and they will be supported by them, while this group will try to 1, 2 to cut off these Germans out of supply. Okay, that's my plan. I will remove this retreat this artillery into some safe position, and if it will work fine, then these German units will be eliminated in no time. Okay, I got one division as a reinforcement. It's coming from the north, so it will 1, 2, 3, 4. It will take a while before it will reach area where it can be used. So that's all when it comes to the Soviet movement, I think. Yes, it's time for the Soviet combat. Let's start here. I have 8 versus 4, so it's 2 to 1. Wow, it's 2. It's -1 B2D. This means attacker suffers 1 loss, but defender has to retreat 2 hexes and is instantly disorganized. Okay. I'm not going to attack here. I will let these units be reorganized. All I want is to keep these Germans out of supply. Next, here. 4 and 6, so it's 10 versus 6, it's 2 to 1. 3 to 1 because I have 3 units of the same Soviet corps, so it's 3 to 1, and 2 to 1 because of the fortification. So it is 2 to 1 and 6 B2. Germans have to retreat 2 hexes, 1, 2. Morale check, they are fine, and Soviets are moving on. Okay, that's all when it comes to the Soviet movement, Soviet attacks, and now Soviet artillery fire around Budapest. They are firing here with the 3, 6, this is nothing. They are firing here with 8, 6. Let me check what 6 gives. I believe it's nothing, but let me check to make sure. Yeah, this is nothing. So that's all. And now Soviet supply. First, this. Oh, I forgot about this attack here. I have 3, 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10, and plus 2 is 12. So I have 12 versus 9. This is 1 to 1 and 1 to 2 because of the black star. So it's 1 to 2 and 5. It is -1, -1. Each side suffers 1 loss. Okay, and now Soviet supply. First of all, these units are out of supply, so I have to make a roll for them. If I will roll 1 for any of these stacks, it is gone. Now, here, 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 and here. 3, 6, 2, and 2. They are fine. And, I forgot about them. It is 5. They are fine. So now I can switch these 2 into 3. Now, let me find the marker. Where did I put them? Okay. It will be 3 now, not 2. Now this stack here is out of supply as well, so they have 2 now. And I think that's all. When it comes to Soviets, all the other Soviet units are in supply. So this concludes turn 6. Sorry, turn 5. This is turn 6, and now. Well, Germans are in very complicated situation, in my opinion, because they suffered heavy losses here, and effectively their assault here will do probably nothing. And what can I do next? Is there any chance for me to achieve my goal and to make my way into the Budapest? I believe that chances are very low now, but I will try something once more. Okay, so first of all, I will bring this cavalry division 1, 2, 3, and 4 to attack here, so I will be able to get these Soviets out of here and open my way. These tanks will go here. This cavalry will go here. They have to push these Soviets off this place. Now they are too weak to attack this area now. This motorized regiment supported with Stuks will attack here. These SS units, well, the problem is that I need to make my way. Let me show you. I need to save these guys. There is no way they will reach Budapest. That's pretty obvious. So I need to get them out of here as soon as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will hold this bridge. They will go here. Can they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, they cannot. So let me see if they can do much. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all in this area. And now this group. 1, 2. I think there is nothing else I can do. If this attack will fail, I can probably give up and stop my game, giving Soviets a victory. But I will try. This will be my last attempt. So let's go and carry on. So 3, 6, 7, 11, 13, and 10, 23. 23 plus 7, 30. 30 versus 3 is 10 to 1. 9 to 1 because of the fortification. So it's 9 to 1 and 5. It is B4. So these Soviets are done. Now here, 2, 4 versus 5. It's 2 to 1. I mean 1 to 1, 2 to 1 because of the black star, and 1 to 1 because of the small river. So it is 1 to 1 and 5. That's good. This is B1 and the dot. So Soviets have to retreat 1 hex. Germans are entering here, and Germans have to undergo morale check. They made it. Now there, 1, 7 and 17 versus 6 is 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1 because of the division, 4 to 1 because of the Soviet headquarter. So it's 4 to 1 and 8, B2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here, 7 versus 5, it's 1 to 1, 2 to 1 because of the headquarter, 2 to 1, 2 to 1 because of the black, 2 to 1 because of the headquarter, 2 to 1, 3 to 1 because of the black star, 4 to 1 because of the yellow star. So it's 4 to 1 and 8, B2, 1, 2, Germans are moving here, and now 2, 5, 8 versus 3, 6 and 13. So it's 1 to 2, 1 to 1 because of the headquarter, and 2 to 1 because of the yellow star, and 1 to 1 because of the fortification. So it's 1 to 1 and 7, -1, each side suffers 1 loss, and this means that Germans have to lose 1 regiment, and Soviets have to weaken 1 of their divisions. Next, here I have 6 versus 4. It's 1 to 1. There are no headquarters, nothing else, simply a roll. Oh, 11, A1 -1. Attacker retreats and suffers 1 loss. Next here I have 9 versus 10, 1 to 1, and 2 to 1 because of the black star. My God! D -1 -1. So each side suffers 1 step loss, and attacker is disorganized. Hell. Where? Now the remaining attack goes here. It was 37 versus 4. It is 9 to 1. 10 to 1 because of the headquarter, 9 to 1 because of the fortification, 8 to 1 because of the fortification in the city, 7, 6 to 1 because of the city, and 5 to 1 because of the river. So it's 5 to 1 and 6. This is B3. So this division is eliminated. Okay, this city was finally captured. Oh, I forgot to fortify these Hungarians. Finally, we made our way here, but I see that my situation isn't still very good, because Germans failed to save these guys. They are now marked as out of supply, and it will be really hard to get them out. The remaining German units are in supply, I believe. Yes, they are all in supply, thanks to capturing this area. I think... no, I cannot trace a supply line, because, well, this hex is in a Soviet zone of control. So because of that, this stack is, well, maybe not. Let me check. These Soviets are here, so I have a supply here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need one more movement point and I will be in supply, but I am not. Okay, that's the disaster. And this concludes German actions. Time for Soviets. The most important thing is to defend this area. If I will be able to keep it off Germans, then it will be great. So 1, 2, 3, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because this is motorized unit. Now here, they will fortify themselves to hold these Germans in, while they will move here. They will attack here and they will stay here. So Germans are locked. They will attack here, and this should be all in this area. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. I will move here. And I think I don't have much else to do. My goal to stop German offensive is about to be finished soon. Well, we will see. Time to check for the Soviet attacks. First here, 5 versus 4, it's 1 to 1. It's 8. It's -1, -1. Each side suffers 1 loss. So this unit is eliminated and that unit is eliminated. Next here, 6 versus 3, 2 to 1. And 4, B2 and dot. So 1, 2. Morale check for Germans. They are fine. And morale check for Soviets. They are fine. And I can go here. So looks like this plan is working fine. And I don't have much else to do with Soviets, since their goal isn't to attack much. They have to stop Germans from attacking. And I think this is a moment where I can call it a day. Why? Let me check. Germans here suffered massive losses. Some of them are cut out of supply, and the others are forced away of them. So I don't think that these units are about to be rescued in any way, and I am sure they won't be able to attack on Budapest. Here Soviets made already a firm line of defense, and I will be allowed to move some of units from here to strengthen this line of defense. So there is not much chance for Germans to make their way to Budapest, especially since they are cut out of supply. So I think that German offensive is doomed to fail now, and there is nothing I can do to change it. So playing the other half of the game will bring me nothing. Germans aren't about to get any major reinforcements, and Soviets are about to get some more units. So I can say that Germans already lost, and playing more will bring me to nowhere. So this is a good moment to call it a day and finish this play. Well, it was fast. I played about half of time of the scenario, but I don't think this is a good idea to play a game where there is no way to achieve any kind of victory. And in this scenario, at this moment, I don't think that Germans have any chance to gain a victory. So this is a moment where I can say enough, this is the end. So, thank you for watching and see you next time.